The NAFTA Podcast.
Sometimes it may be good, sometimes it may be shit.
NAFTA Podcast, episode 51, the Ichiro episode. Dylan, that's a baseball player, if you didn't know. We got the full team back. First pod in a long time. All together. Michael's in the house. Dylan's in the house with his Costa Rican team jersey on. Not Costa Rican team, a team from Costa Rica. And Nick is back after a tough week, but we don't need to get into it. He already gave us a lowdown on that. Got to keep your head up. Keep swinging the bat, kids. Outside of that, how you guys doing? Play some defense.
It's
Pitch a little
spring
bit
break.
better.
It's spring break, baby.
Yeah, it's spring break, raby.
Spring break, baby. Say that 3 times fast.
Yeah, that your attack on Dylan's woofs did not age well in the preload up there.
In the 5 minutes from that comment.
I think it's just a known fact now on this pod that the Tuckers don't speak well, but then the Whitakers are kind of stupid about other shit too. I would love if we actually had a lot of people listening. I would love to get their impressions on like what we're idiots at. Like, do people really notice that Dylan can't pronounce half the words?
Or the names of the players he talks about?
Doesn't matter.
Can't do that.
I can point them out if you like. If I had to look at their faces, I know exactly who they are. Give me the lineup and I'm good.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, I can't make fun of Dylan for that because anytime I run through like what happened in the game and I get to a name I know I'm gonna struggle with, I immediately go, Michael's gonna make fun of me. I hate this. I don't want to do this. Like, I just know it's coming.
You used to be, for those who have been listening for the whole pod, you used to be real bad at the first season. You gotten better.
Dude, it was tough. A lot of nerves. But no. So we got some midweek games. I don't think any of them were that interesting. I guess the Man United over Brentford one was the only one that I find to be interesting because it's a swing of like a 4-0 loss to a 1-0 win while United has been struggling. But let's just run through them, and then we're going to chat through it and then get some predictions in. I'm sure Dylan has some bets for Easter weekend, and we'll get out of here. So, Bournemouth, Brighton, it was 2-0 Brighton. Evan Ferguson with a goal in the 28th, and then Julio Enciso, knew that's probably not right, and stoppage time with a 2-0 win for Brighton. They continue rolling there. Leeds 2, Nottingham Forest 1. Oral Mangala got the Forest on the board first in the 12th minute, but NYCFC legend Jack Harrison evened it up in the 20th, and Leeds got a goal right before half by Sinistera. Those were the only goals in the game. 2-1 Leeds. Leicester 1, Aston Villa 2. Ollie Watkins in the 24th minute, Michael's favorite thing to shout out in the group chat anymore. Harvey Barnes evens it up in the 35th, and then a Bertrand Traore goal in the 87th minute gave Aston Villa all 3 points. Unai Emery, low-key, looks like the third or second best coach in the league right now. 0-0 Liverpool-Chelsea. It's kind of all you need to know. Man United 1, Brentford 0. Rashford in the 27th gets 3 points for United, kind of returning the favor earlier in the season. And then an absolute just battering. West Ham 1, Newcastle 5. Callum Wilson in the 6th, Joe Linton in the 13th. Kurt Zuma got one in the 40th to cut it in half for West Ham. But then in the second half, Callum Wilson within the first minute in the 46th, Isak in the 82nd, and then Joe Linton again in the 90th gave Newcastle 3 points and a 5-1 win. Michael, you rolled on the pod. You're like, hey, I got a theory for these midweek games. Just an idea I'm going to throw out there. What is said idea?
I like most things I say, I don't have any evidence except for this one time to back this up.
Got
it. I feel like midweek games, we usually do a lot better predicting because I think that they go how we they should, or like we go like best team win.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of times the best team wins midweek for some reason, probably because they have a deeper team and more players. But I don't know. It seems like every time it's a midweek game, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna pick up like 3 or 4 wins here out of the 5 games. In which case, I only picked up 3 this time, but whatever.
I would say this is my best week predicting midweek, so you're probably right.
I don't know. It's just a feeling I have, but I don't want to go back and look through all the midweek games at all.
If you
like,
think
no
about
part
it
of
from
me wants to do that.
If you think about it from a theory perspective, it kind of makes sense if the better teams are winning because it's normally the bigger clubs that have more depth to be able to rotate through.
We're a big theory crafting podcast.
That's how you that's how you protect yourself from being wrong. Like, oh, it was just a theory. You know, it was just a thought.
In science, that's not what theory means, but which is the biggest problem in the United States beyond anything else.
This is not science, so we can say whatever we want.
Well, if I went back and looked through it all, it would, in fact, then be science.
I think it would just be data points. Isn't that math?
Math and science are like the same thing.
Maybe it doesn't add up for me, I guess, you know.
There you go.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Nailed it.
Nailed
it
it.
What I can actually say, though, is the one that we should have seen coming an absolute country mile away was the no that we will not talk about past this, as this is like, what, the 3rd 0-0 in a row by both of us? 4th 0-0.
So,
and the 5th tie in a row.
So I was listening to a different podcast, and I forget who said it, but someone literally goes, I think I need to put some money on 0-0 on this game, and it was like plus 2,000. I'm so upset that I didn't actually listen.
I mean, we should have lost
2,000?
50.
Yeah, I'm making it up. It was probably like plus 1,500, but it was something ridiculous.
Okay. I was going to say, damn.
Yeah, we should have lost by 100.
You think so?
Dude, yes. Are you kidding me?
No.
If you looked up Liverpool-Chelsea highlights, it was basically just Chelsea. There was no Liverpool highlights. I was getting real-time texts from my friend Zach that he was literally like, yeah, so-and-so just fell over the ball. The ball just hit somebody in the back of the head. It was Enzo Fernandez in that case. But,
yeah,
like, we were just like, like, Curtis Jones had a pass to, like, 3 guys in the box with no one around them, and he just didn't make the pass and just, like, lost the ball. Like,
so you guys are just going to be no help to me this weekend?
I don't know, because it's at home.
I guess that's true. The equalizer. The great equalizer.
Do you still have hope, John?
I know.
Yeah, no. I don't know why you think you have any chance. You're going to Southampton this week.
I'm not talking about this week's game. We might win 6-0. I'm talking about just for the league.
No, I know, but you're going to lose to Southampton.
You think so?
You always do. You always lose or tie Southampton.
If you lose to Southampton, I'm telling you right now, John, you will be brought into my voodoo curse if you guys give them any type of point this weekend.
That's actually fair. That is something that, if that does happen, I can kind of understand that. Nick, I know you didn't probably get to watch it live, but any surprise that you guys were able to get 3 points without Casemiro?
I'm going to say yes and no. I would hope that we would, but we have clearly become unbelievably unpredictable when he is not in the lineup, which just furthers the point that we need somebody else besides. I love McSauce, and it's just not what we should be cooking with.
Do you think, I saw Neville mention this in one of his broadcasts, he's like, one of the biggest problems that your team has right now is playing away at big stadiums. He goes, he runs through a list, but then he's like, we did win at Camp Nou. I guess that goes against it, but is that something that you've noticed as well, obviously? Yeah,
I mean, we're, 23 unbeaten or 24 unbeaten straight at Old Trafford. You know, and even in 2023, it's 14 league matches, 8 shutouts and 8 conceded. So, you know, we're pretty good at home. It just, we struggle away. And as I said in the group chat, man, like, you gotta respect the commitment to the cause. You know, if we're gonna lose away, we're gonna fucking lose away.
Yeah, that was actually pretty funny when you said that. I was like, nothing's worth doing unless you do it right. I think that's
exactly.
From,
we gotta be. I have to check the stats, but we can't be better than a 40 to 50% win percentage away at best.
You're 6-2-6, so you're less than 50.
Yeah. So that makes sense.
That makes sense.
I mean, We're worse. Believe it or not.
And you know what's crazy?
4-8.
Hey, Chelsea's worse than both of us.
That is true.
It's true. No, they're better than
Nope.
Liverpool.
They're better than us.
Oh
Yeah.
shit!
They suck at home. Wasn't it voted
wild.
wasn't it voted the easiest place to pick up points away?
Dylan called me out a little bit for like just going like detouring off of a normal like talk track and roadmap to like throw a jab at Chelsea. So I'm trying to hone that in a little bit more. But yes, Michael, that is correct. Easiest place to play for sure. I wanted to ask another thing. Unai Emery, just like the GOAT now.
Next Chelsea head coach.
No,
Think so?
please, come on.
That would suck.
Yes.
That would actually suck.
Yes,
That would
he's going to
actually
give
suck.
it back to Arsenal. Revenge tour
And-
2020. Revenge tour 2024.
Listen, I do kind of fuck with that idea just because Arsenal's pissing me off the past couple weeks.
1,000.
But I would, and I know. Listen, I don't have any affiliation with these teams. I don't know what these coaches and these managers have wanted their entire lives. Maybe it's like Unai Emery's dream to coach for Chelsea. I have no idea. I really want some of these Thomas Frank, Zarabi, or I think that's his last name. Maybe I think I might be wrong.
Zerbi?
Deserby, yeah. I just lost Unai Emery. I want these guys to stay at these clubs, like Marco Silva at Fulham. I don't want him to go anywhere. I want them to stay. I want them to keep making those teams better. I want to have a Big Ten.
Can I
In
be
the
in the
Premier
Big Ten?
League.
Oh, that's nice. You're living in La La Land. That's cool.
Wait, you want to have a Big Ten is then like La Liga, the SEC, and we're just gonna lose in the Champions League final to them every year now?
No, God damn it.
Kind of.
Oh,
I
you
know
mean
exa-
like
I know
a-
exactly
I meant
what
like
you're
a Big
talking
Ten
about.
in the top 10.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
I will
gotcha.
say, I was looking at the
It's
standings
one of those
today.
Whitaker moments we were talking about earlier.
There it is, baby.
I was looking at the standings today, and I was like, when did Villa get in 7th? Like, to the point
Right.
where if they win this weekend and Brighton screws up, like, they're in the top 6.
Yep.
Dude, his numbers are insane since he's been there.
This is
Yeah, I know.
This is the Villa team when they made all the signings after Grealish last year. Like we thought, like I at least thought we were gonna get. It just happened a
So-
year and a half later.
So I think this the fact that Unai is doing so well, the one thing that you need to be able to take from this is that Stevie G can't coach.
I was trying to figure out how to say that to hurt Michael the most.
Really,
I just didn't know. I just didn't know how to figure it out.
I literally said he should have been fired like when he was fired.
Yeah. Like Michael, I actually think Michael could care less. He's kind of like
Yeah, I don't give a
he
fuck.
just cares
I
about the
don't know.
club.
We can play the tape back. I'm pretty sure he cares a lot.
Nah, we'll see. Michael, what were you gonna say?
A perfect segue to Frank Lampard becoming the Chelsea manager again.
Yeah.
Another guy who
So-
can't fucking coach.
Chelsea is the type of club that would like not get over an ex and bring her back. Like that's just the easiest way to describe them. I think this is par for the course. And then they're gonna
Dude.
dump him at the end of the year.
I know this. Sorry, Nick, to cut you off, but this is just the one thing. I almost sent you guys this video, but then I didn't want to like cause irreparable brain damage to 3 of my friends. I just wanted to take it in myself. The Chelsea Rory Jennings, the Chelsea guy that's all over YouTube all the time, loves it. Great move. Frank Lampard is actually a really good coach, even though he got sacked from 2 Premier League teams, one of them being Everton, the other one being the club he's literally at right now. But he's a Chelsea guy, so like that's big. That's a huge thing. And at the end of the day, Graham Potter was all about the money. He just wanted the big payday, wanted the big check, even though he deferred all the fucking money of his contract, or most of the money from his contract, and is like actively helping them find a new coach. Yeah, great fucking idea. The most delusional fans ever. Have to be.
Michael educated us about cucks last week, so welcome back.
I mean, it's just
2 days
it's just
ago.
a
2 days ago, yeah.
It's just,
Sorry.
It's still fresh in your brain. It's just a constant. You've heard of a circle jerk. It's just a cuck circle. The
Yeah.
whole Chelsea team is just, you know.
I think
Let's see how many.
I
Let's
think
see how many times we can get this going. How many the episode streak of.
cucking. The thing I think that drives me most nuts about Chelsea fans is they could sign me and someone will be on the internet being like, people don't know about it, but this is gonna be the signing of the century. You just
Yeah, and
it doesn't matter who it is; they're the greatest. And I'm just like,
and then they signed
see
Nick.
that B League
They signed
Brooklyn
Nick
League?
the next day.
Exactly. Yeah, you've
It's
never
not-
seen this guy play 7-on-7 at Long Island University, brother.
Have,
like, it's,
have you
it's
seen
magical.
him? Have you seen him in a 4 by 4 foot goal? He's unstoppable.
Yeah. Unstoppable. Fucking Mendy, get him out. I want John Whitaker in my club right now.
Well, there's also, again, because I was watching that, there's like another recommended video where it's like Frank Lampard, who's like what players stay, what players go, and one of the players that went was Kepa, who's actually been like really good this year. Like he's one of the best statistical goalkeepers, but they're just like he fucking that was the other thing. Maurizio Sarri, that piece of shit Maurizio Sarri, who won you a fucking cup, didn't he?
I don't remember if he did.
I'm pretty sure he won.
No, Europa.
No.
He won the Europa League.
Oh yeah.
That's when Olivier Giroud held the trophy and
Yep.
just said, "Thanks, Arsenal."
Which at the time when he won that, it was anytime you could plant your flag in European soil, that's a momentous moment. That's a huge moment. Now he's a piece of shit because now you don't like him. Just so stupid.
Yeah.
Can we just take a moment and just remember how beautiful Olivier Giroud is, real quick?
He's gorgeous.
I don't have to remember. He's still alive.
John has
I'll
a
look him
photo
up
of
right
him
now.
right next
Maybe a refresher. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
He's gorgeous.
Cool. Just want to make sure.
I'll pop him up in the YouTube video. We're talking about coaches. I mentioned this beforehand. Is it a wild move by Forrest, or is it the most loyal move in the world to basically come out and just be like, Steve Cooper's our guy?
I don't think they have anyone to hire.
Yeah, true, Dylan. I think that's a really great point.
Steve Cooper's a great coach.
I think Steve Cooper has him brainwashed that he's going to sign 38 more players next year and start all over again.
Here's the thing. We need a full 11.
You know why it's not working, guys? We don't have enough. We don't have the right players. I need more.
Okay, I do have a quick question, though. Do you think it was strategic by them to come out and basically write a love letter to their current coach so no one would try to get him?
Yeah.
Or
I think that's the reason.
Or the players
Dylan, no?
play, so they're like, "Oh, this isn't a dead, this isn't a lame duck coach."
Yeah, true. I guess that's.
I will
that's fair
say
as well.
though, this is the first time in a while I think they've been this close to the relegation zone. Like they are in 17th right now.
And by this close, they're even on points, and 2 goals are saving them right now.
They're going down.
Michael, great segue. Before we jump into the predictions for this week, let me run through it. I think we have to invite Crystal Palace to this relegation battle because we haven't really formally did that before. They're in 12th on 30 points. Leeds are in 13th on 29. The Wolves are in 14 on 28. West Ham in 15th on 27. Everton 16th on 27. Forest 17th on 27. Bournemouth 18th on 27. Leicester 19th on 25. And Southampton 20 on 23 points. Let's do this first. Who hits the bottom for you guys? Dylan, since you're actually in this dogfight, let's go with you first.
I think Southampton's going to stay there. Unless you're an asshole this weekend. But they should realistically stay there.
Yeah. Nick?
Yeah, Southampton.
Michael?
The City Academy project has failed.
I agree with Nate Silver, Southampton.
Oh, okay. 538 in it. Great.
Yeah, fucking idiot.
Michael's guns blazing. I think so too. I think Southampton has kind of cemented themselves as the. I can't believe I'm saying this when I'm about to play them, but the worst team in the league. All right, 19. Nick, I'll go to you first.
Sorry, I just can't get over the thought that Crystal Palace is the Berlin Wall.
Right.
So I've been. No in, no out, no over. You're just if you're below 12th, you're not gonna get above me.
Roy
If you're above me-
Hodgson, tear down that wall.
I want to say Forest will finish in 19th.
Okay, Michael. It's wild that it's 2 points between 19 and 14 essentially right now.
God. I want to go. I'm going to go Everton.
You're okay. This is diluted already.
Contradicts everything. in
How
our
is that?
DMs right-
How is
It
that?
contradicts everything in
diluted?
our DMs right now.
Why?
You were
I
throwing,
wanna-
Everton some love.
When?
I think that was me.
I assure you, you misunderstood.
Hold that
Tucker's
fact
in-
check.
One of the
Nick's
Tuckers
went like,
didn't read
hold
that.
on.
Yeah,
Hold on.
one of the Tuckers
Let me go
didn't
check.
read that well. Dylan, I'm sorry that you're getting pushed back. Who do you think's in 19th?
Can I reverse jinx myself?
And put yourself there?
Yeah, I'm not going
Oh.
to, but I'm gonna go with Forest in 19th as well. I have my 3 that I need down there, and I think that they're too shitty away from home that they're gonna fall down that way. But they'll have Steve Cooper still. So.
Yeah. They're gonna have a parachute payment and the money for selling Lavia too, which will be nice for the championship. Guys, I think we nailed it last week. I think it's Leicester. I think it stays there because the team doesn't have the mindset. I think Dylan, you brought that up that they got asked if they're in a relegation battle and they're like, no. The fuck you mean? You're in 19th,
Huh?
brother. Yeah. What? What are we looking at here? 18th. Just barely getting relegated. Michael, who do you got?
Okay, I just looked at Nottingham Forest's schedule. They're fucked. They're in 19th. Everton's in 18th.
Okay, all right. Dylan?
I'm gonna put Bournemouth, but to your point, I wouldn't be shocked if it's Leicester. But I just think I'm gonna go with the opposite of what I said 2 days ago. Where like if they go down, they go down. But with the talent they have, I assume they figure it out.
Nick?
I will make an honest statement here. I did respond to John on the Sean Dyche. I didn't realize that I responded to Michael by saying, "Is he the new Big Sam?" That's what I said. So I was wrong, and I'll admit when I'm wrong.
It's confusing when all
it's
4
very big
people
of
on this
you.
pod. It's confusing when 4 people on this pod, 2 of them share last names. Actually,
Yes,
kinda.
yes, like they're related or something.
Yeah.
I am stuck between West Ham and Leicester because the coaching change with Leicester really makes me unbelievably nervous, and that is so freaking stupid. But I know you guys touched on that before. I got a feeling that this week will determine West Ham's fate. I think if they lose, it's after the 5-1 loss and loss again, West Ham goes down. If West Ham gets something from this, I will go with Leicester.
West Ham, I think it's tough. They got Fulham and then they got Arsenal next. I actually think the fate of West Ham is the Bournemouth match that's a couple weeks away, and then they got one against Palace. And then the end of the season is actually Leeds and Leicester, but they're teetering for sure. I'm going to go Forest for my last one. I think the B in Michael B. Jordan stands for Bournemouth now, and he's going to save them himself, just like Creed. And I think Forest goes down because, to Michael's point, I think that schedule looks gnarly to close out the year. And then the last thing I want to ask, and Nick just brought it up before we go into predictions. This is directed to my brother. You have to be somewhat impressed by Sean Dyche.
There's so much bias in that head shake.
For those of you not able to see us right now, Michael just shook his head. And I said this to the group. I think Everton needs to start rethinking of who they are. I don't think you fire him because I actually think he gets you 13 or 12 next year. They need to do that for 2 or 3 years. I think.
I will put whatever. You can give them whoever you want. Whatever coach you want. Sean Dyche for the whole year. Sean Dyche for half the year and some fucking scrub after. I don't care. They don't touch 12 or 13.
Next year?
Yeah.
If okay, ooh. Let's shake on it virtually here.
Nick's like, I'm the arbiter.
If they break the Berlin Wall line next year.
No. They have to finish there. I'm not saying like they win the first game and then that puts them in 10th.
Yeah, I know. I just wanted to make another history reference.
Yeah.
Oh.
If they finish 12th or higher, I will buy it for you, but you have to wear an Everton kit live on pod.
Okay, cool. 18 people will see me, so.
I'm gonna try to find the Landon Donovan one.
Yeah.
Oh, that will actually, you know.
Maybe
when,
you have
like,
to wear it
the
in
Wizard
you have to wear it in public.
in the Wizard of Oz when
And we'll test that. We'll
she
test out
gets
that
hit with the
theory we had
water.
a couple eps ago.
What
in
about
the Wizard of Oz when she gets hit with the water and it like melts her. That would
melts
actually
you?
melt
Yeah,
my
yeah.
skin. Yeah.
Do you want it? Are you in? I'll buy you.
The only
anything.
thing worse would be a Tim Howard Everton jersey.
Oh damn.
Will you do it? Are you on shake on it?
I mean, yeah, because they're not even going to come close to 12th or 13th.
But
All right.
but all things being equal, I do actually think that's where their mind needs to be. They need to be like, hey,
sure.
let's get a coach. Let's get a but no, but let's get a coach that is going to keep us up.
Hang on, wait.
That's not
this
how
clarify?
Everton
if they
thinks.
if they go down and
That's what I'm
finish
saying.
third in the championship, that's higher than 12th. I win.
No, that's
Okay.
not.
Like Nick,
That's
that's like
23rd in
me.
English.
Nick, that's like me coming on here and bragging about all the trophies that I have, but it's just for me getting promoted.
Trophy's a trophy.
I have more than Spurs.
I do think
Unless
that
it's the Carabao Cup.
It only matters when you're in it.
I do think that he needs to stay, especially if he keeps him up. He needs to stay. All right, let's get into this weekend. We got some pretty big games, and I actually don't know if that's true. I just always say that. Man United, they're gonna host Everton, the team that we were just talking about. By God, Casemiro is still out, but
One
it's
more
at
Nick's reaction.
Nick's just like Jesus. But it is at Old Trafford, and Everton is not very good.
Away, especially.
Yes, especially away. Nick?
These
Who
4
you got?
games have been a really long fucking decade. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah,
United's got to take this one home.
obviously. Michael?
United, put your savings on it.
But yeah, last time
Dylan?
you said that worked out well for us.
United,
National
Everton's behind me. They can't get points.
Yeah. Good point. I got United as well.
Wait, hold on. Wait, real quick. Nick, I didn't say that. Dylan did.
What I
Yeah,
say?
but you said but when I was but when you screenshot that you did it, that's what sold me. I did it too.
I said UConn, and he said parlay it with Iowa. Put your life savings on it. So
No,
I
but then
did.
you sent the screenshot. I wasn't gonna do it. I'm like, all right, and then you did it. I'm
I
like,
wouldn't say
I'll do it
life
in silent-
savings.
I'll
I'd
do it
say-
in silent solidarity.
Listen, I would say bet the house, not life savings. Big
Get that
difference.
mortgage.
My house
that
is my
mortgage
life
on it.
savings.
Yeah, most people our age, it is. Not an economics podcast. Aston Villa and Unai, they're hosting Forest, another team that's not very good, and Villa, who look real good. I'll lead us off. I got Villa. Easy. I think an easy win. Nick, who
Villains.
you got? Michael?
Villa.
Dylan?
Retweet Villa.
Retweet. Yep. Could be a good game, especially because it's at Brentford. Brentford hosting Newcastle. Brentford, unfortunately, not winning all the time. Tied Brighton 2 games back, just lost to United, obviously. Tied Leicester, bad tie right there. And Newcastle kind of putting it together, 4 straight wins. Nick, who you got?
I decided since I'm so far in last place, I'm gonna predict what I want to happen, not what will happen. I am predicting a draw.
All right,
That,
Michael?
That could happen.
For sure.
That's what I want.
I think we missed the window of Newcastle playing mediocre. I think they already did it. I think they're a little bit back. I got Newcastle.
Dylan?
I have Newcastle.
Got Newcastle as well. All right, Fulham. They're hosting West Ham. I actually think this is going to be an interesting game, even though West Ham just got pummeled. Mitrovic is out for 8 games for just going on a tangent. But Fulham, we're looking good, have lost 4 straight. And West Ham, before they got just absolutely slaughterhoused, actually looked pretty decent too. Michael, where are we going with this one?
I have a draw.
Nice. Dylan?
I have a draw as well, but I'd like to call out that Vegas has West Ham favored.
That's insane, actually.
West Ham's
That
plus
is
160. It's even, but West Ham's plus 165 and Fulham's plus 180.
Nick?
I have my second draw of the weekend.
Love it. All right. Call me Johnny Vegas. I'm rolling with them. Let's go West Ham on that one. I had not filled it out until this moment, and I wanted to do it like knee-jerk live.
We'll do it live.
Leicester City and Bournemouth, the battle of the worsts this week. It's at Leicester, if that gives you any indication of where to go. But the Cherries did win earlier this year, 2-1. I'm going Leicester. It's a home game. I don't know. Bad teams. I figure home's a little bit of an advantage, so I'm going to stick that way. Dylan, let's have you go next.
I have a tie. Neither team can get points.
I'm
picking with my heart. That's all I'm letting you know.
The strategery. Nick.
Go with the Foxes. Love you, Mom.
Michael.
Barb, I still haven't forgiven you, but I got Leicester.
All right, good deal. Barb, I hope you enjoyed Cleveland, the wonderful city. Spurs hosting Brighton and Hove Albion. A 1-0 win for Spurs. Last time out, this is at the London Stadium. Lucas Moura is suspended. And BHA's actually been playing really, really well. Michael, lead us off here.
Draw.
Draw? Damn. We got some draws this week.
Only 2.
Dylan? Well, other people have some.
I'm going to be honest. I zoned out. Which game are we looking at?
Spurs Brighton. Spurs Brighton.
I've got Brighton.
All right. Nick?
I got Brighton in one of the most... All we talk about is relegation. That battle for 3rd, 4th, and 5th is getting really interesting. So we got to get United to some space here. So we need Brighton to come through.
I got Brighton as well. Nick, also great pick, supporting your other half. You know, it's all about that. Feminist, people would say. Wolves hosting Chelsea. We obviously all want Wolves to win. We got to get them out of the relegation battle for Dylan. And, you know, this is the most pro-Chelsea podcast around. Chelsea did win 3-0 at Stamford Bridge earlier this year. Dylan, do you guys got a shot?
Chelsea.
Okay. Michael?
Dylan, man,
We're screwed.
I don't think you win this one. I don't think you're screwed, though. I got Chelsea, unfortunately.
Nick?
Well, since it's a home game for Dylan, I'm going to have to say, Mullen, you are going to pull it off, Dylan. Go Wolves.
Oh, wow.
That was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I like it. I got Chelsea.
I hate it.
I got Chelsea. Southampton, they're going to host City.
Nick, why couldn't you... Sorry. Why couldn't he pick Chelsea? I could have had my reverse jinx plus all of us picking Chelsea working in my favor, but you had to be an asshole and ruin it.
I'm sorry for loving and supporting you, Dylan.
Yeah.
I can't wait for you to finish it.
A feminist and a good sibling. I mean, what else do you want? EFL Cup, Southampton beat Man City 2-0. So take that how you will. It's at St. Mary's. I got City, obviously. They got to win. They can't drop any more points for the rest of the year, essentially. Dylan, who you got?
I have City. I think we know why.
Yep. Michael?
City.
Nick?
Make it 3, sir.
That'd actually be 4.
Oh, I zoned out, I guess.
All right. At least we have the attention of the Tuckers. Leeds United. They're going to host Palace. Again, 2 pretty bad teams. But it should be exciting. Palace won 2-1 last time they met at Palace. Can the Americans keep Leeds up? Dylan, I'm going to you first just because you're the most pro-American person that wears a Costa Rican club jersey. Let me know who's winning this one.
First off, it was on sale in a bodega. Second of all, I'm taking Leeds.
It's sick. It's a sick jersey. All right, you got Leeds. Michael.
This is 100% gonna be a draw, but something tells me that Leeds are gonna win.
I got Leeds too. I'm gonna jump the gun here. I usually go last, but I'll jump the gun. I got Leeds as well. Nick, who you got?
I got Leeds. Leeds as well.
Leeds. All right. Liverpool and Arsenal, last game of the week. Liverpool just drew and kind of got ripped to shreds by City the last 2 games. Arsenal's been Arsenal all year. Michael, do you guys got a shot? It's at Anfield.
It's at Anfield. A famous Joseph Stalin quote. I trust no one, not even myself. I got Liverpool.
Wow, talk about a red being a red there.
Woo!
Quite literally.
Give me that sickle, baby.
Nick, being the history guy, I think it's best for you to go next.
Yeah, considering that, that guy was on the wrong side of a lot of history.
Hey, a quote's a quote, though. It doesn't have to mean bad stuff.
I like, just like Trump, Michael likes
Yeah.
good quotes.
Yeah, take him out of
I like
context. and make
the
him whatever
good
you want.
quotes.
I'm going with a draw here.
Okay. And that works for me. I'm not mad at that. Dylan?
I have Arsenal.
Yeah, I got Arsenal.
Oh, fuck you.
I got Arsenal too, brother. I can't help it.
Hey.
I look
Hey,
at the
brother.
situation. All right. That's this week's games. Dylan, what are you betting on? What do we got going on? What do we got cooking?
I've got two. One I'm a little nervous about, but you know what? It's a train we rode early and often in the beginning of the year, and it's back because of their little spell. Newcastle still plus money. We're taking them plus 110. And then we're going to do a little parlay guy with Aston Villa minus 160, parlayed with Wolves Chelsea under 2.5 at minus 145, which gives you a 2-game parlay of plus 174.
Love it.
Keeping it simple this weekend.
I love keeping it simple.
There's a lot of money tied up in the Masters, so we can't do a lot. So.
Who do you got in that one? Give me some green.
I have a lot.
Who do you want? Who do you have? Who
winning
did
it
you
all
pick to
outright.
win?
The
Yeah,
longest
and
odds on
think.
someone I have winning outright that I would like to win is Tommy Fleetwood. But we also have Spieth, because I don't know if you saw the past 2 years he's won the tournament that ends on Easter, so like I'm not gonna not bet on him.
Huge Catholic guy.
Yeah. Scheffler.
Some would say he's risen.
Good one.
Yeah.
It's not joke time yet. Then we have Scheffler, and I have Dustin Johnson, because there was a boost that if he comes in the top 20, you get your money back.
Oh, nice. All right.
Don't pick Rory.
Rory does exactly what he did today. He digs himself too much of a hole in the first round because he never comes out hot that he can't catch up.
Poor guy has to do a goddamn interview after every fucking hole. I feel bad for him.
I didn't get to watch today? Is that really what they were doing?
ESPN's like interviewing him like 4 or 5 times a round.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, that's tough.
I guess he gets compensated for it though, right? You know.
I hate ESPN.
Anyway,
I don't even like golf.
I
feel bad.
I need to start golfing. I love it.
I need a fourth tomorrow.
Yeah, that ain't me, brother. I got more clubs than I know what to swing with. Or I meant to say that differently. I have more clubs than I know what to do with. But I haven't played in so long. But we will start a golf podcast at some point, I'm sure. All right, Dylan, love the bets. Get us out of here with a joke.
All right. So, how did the soccer pitch end up as a triangle? Somebody took a corner. Cheers.
The NAFTA podcast.
Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.